Hello everyone, thanks for dropping by. Sorry it's been about 10 weeks since I did a video, but I've not had that much free time. As you know, I'm a full-time carer looking after Dad, and Dad's been having several appointments at the doctor's and having his feet done, etc. And I just haven't had the time to do one. When I have had some free time, I've just not been motivated. But I've got a bit of free time now before I make supper, so I'll do a quick one. I'll try not to make it too long, so we'll get started. Just in case you don't know, that's in Switzerland, and it's in Bern. It's a place called Kramgasse, and being Swiss, a nation of clockmakers, that should be keeping good time as well as that one, but you're not here for that. As you know, I'm into super yachts to a degree, and as you know, the world economy is going down the pan, but the super yachts seems to be bucking the trend for now, so I thought I'd just do a little video about that. Starting in 2010, you'll see 2 years after the economic crash of 2008, 205 yachts were sold. These, by the way, are all second-hand yachts. Their price is in dollars and euros. But the biggest one was sold was 90 meters, and the dearest was 135 meters. It probably won't be in this list, but I'm not going to waste time looking for it. In the following year, 2011, you noticed 262 yachts were sold, which is an increase of 57 yachts. 300 million was the dearest one, which is Polaris there, and 415, which is also Polaris. You've all seen pictures of Polaris, so I'm not gonna bother you with it. Alfa Nero, the previous owner's dead. That's 115 million. As you can see in months, it goes up until May. They bought a second-hand yacht ready for the summer season, June, July, and then the summer's over, and then it's August, but they're going to buy one for the winter season, so it starts to creep up again. And as you can see, this is the best indicator of the yacht sales, because these are family size yachts. This 24 meters is, I think it's 80 feet. 24 multiplied by 3.3, yeah, 80 foot. An 80-foot yacht is just on the cusp of a super yacht status, being 24 meters, but these two you'll find out is the most popular types. The makes, Heeson, that's Dutch, Sunseeker, that's British, but it's owned by the Chinese. Benetti, naturally, is Italian. Westport is on the west coast of America. They're quite popular, and they've been in business for quite a while. Palmer Johnson, I think, though, was gone. I did a video about him, that company, a while ago, and I think they've gone. Ferretti is another Italian. John Gert, never heard of them, but they sound Dutch. Broward, never heard of them. Fedship is Dutch. A Federation something. Anyway, the Dutch, but I think they're owned by the Chinese. Hatteras, that's American. They make big marlin boats. I've seen it inside a couple of Hatteras at the YouTube videos of Miami Boat Show, and the beautiful woodwork is really impressive. Horizon, that's Taiwanese, and Lazara, I think that's another Italian, but I've never heard of them. Anyway, that's 2011. The following year, 2012, is 10 yachts were sold, 10 more than the previous year. There's 272. 150 million was the dearest, and that one, I think I'll come back to that later. Once again, you see the most popular version. That's because harbours are not really geared up for this size. The Antibes in the south of France has a row for up to 120 metres, but the majority of the harbours, like Saint-Tropez, I think is about 55 metres. That's the biggest one they can handle. So if you've got a 60-metre yacht, you'll have to leave it outside and take the tender in, as you just wouldn't be able to fit in the harbour because it's too damn big. More again, second-hand yachts, and you can see most of those are the smaller types. Why are they selling them? Is money getting tight? What's happening? Are they finding they've seen something coming that the rest of the plebs, us lot, haven't seen, and they decided to get rid of their toy first before it gets hit? You wouldn't think it was the sales data, because 2013 was 83 more yachts were sold in 2012. This is sort of like the peak year for yacht sales, even though the cost of the yacht, the dearest one was only 79 million euros, and the 77.7 was the largest one sold in this year. But the bulk of them, as you can see, 141, that's 113, that's 265 yachts between that size and that size. Once again, that's the most popular size, with the bigger ones not so popular, but then you can't take big ones many places. You can take smaller ones in harbours, that is, and marinas. 2014, once again, most popular. There, 412 yachts, 150 million, 115 longer. These won't be in this list, but again, these are all yachts which are for sale, not sold, and this is what they're asking for them. And then, what was that, 2014, 2015, we're starting to have a dip. Only 57 more yachts were sold. That is the Triple Deuce yacht, which is essentially just a myth. I've heard no rumours about it whatsoever. Fox News did a tiny little item about it with a computer generated image of how it will look. This one is the sailing one, which is P-E-A, Pearl Yacht, I think it's that. Yep. That's the sailing yacht. I think it looks hideous. The owner is the guy that's got the Yacht A, Russian billionaire. The Yacht A, as you know, is the one that looks like a submarine. He's obviously gone for sail power this time, but I just don't like it. No. There's Maltese Falcon. That's a similar size. That's about half the length of that. Maltese Falcon would come about there, but that's a better picture. Maltese Falcon would come about there, but that's got 8 decks, that big boy, but I wouldn't have it. Nah, don't like sailing at all. Too much hard work. Right, now in 2016, 2015, 2014 to 2015, minus 20 yachts from 2013 to 2014. So we've taken a sharp dip, and 2015, from 2015 to 2016 was minus 358 yachts. Alright, was just in April, the 4 months into the year. But even if that keeps up, it's only about 258 divided by 4, 232 yachts if we had sold them for each quarter, which is less than that. So looks like the economic crash is starting to bite. We'll just see who this is. The owner of this yacht. That's that one. Photographs. Are we going to see the interior? Yes. That one. Next. Nice, but next. Probably for charter, this one. Next. Come on, let's see the interior. Teak stairs. There's the bridge. More spacious than some of the bridges. Bit bland, the interior. That's the master cabin, I think. I don't like wooden floors. They make your feet ache after a while. Prefer carpet. Nice colour combination, but it's a bit bland. Guest cabin by the looks of it. They look to be 2-3 foot beds, and you could probably join them together. Cinema. Small galley. Engine room. Engines. There. Close. Anyway. That is that one. Made by ISA. And it's yours for $24 million if you want it. But anyway. As you see, that one would fall into that category of only 8 for sale, but that not in there because that's still for sale, because they're all people trying to get rid of the toys before the economic crash happens. And once again, those two are the biggest sizes. That's the most popular, because they're family-sized yachts. Now those are second-hand yachts. Now this is what I scanned from the 3 editions of Boat International that I've slung. That's November last year, December last year, and January this year. Orders for August, you can see it's 2, 4, 6, 7, 3, 6, 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, and 1, 2, 3, 6. So these are brand new orders, launches before they have the handing over, see if everything works, deliveries to the owners. Whereas you can see, once again, smaller size yachts, family yachts. This one is that sailing yacht, or it's another one that I'll get to in a bit. Deliveries, Sunseekers, 86 foot yacht, Horizon, Viking. Those are big marlin fishing boats. If you live in Florida, the guys that go fishing like a Hatteras but they're like a big Hatteras. I've seen the inside of them on videos of the Miami Boat Show, and beautiful woodwork, and it's big. It's a big boat, 92 feet. You won't believe how big it is until you're actually on board one, which the guy with the camera was. And as you can see, 57 meters in that standard setting. Turkey, they're getting to the boating industry and sailing, as I said. As you can see, yachts sold 2010. The peak year was 2014. Then reality started to creep into the people, and sales started to drop. Total length, bigger, biggest, and now the people are shrinking because a bigger boat costs more money, of course. And the value, that could be because the cost of materials going up, but it's still a smaller yacht for more money, and you can see the going down. Italy was the biggest maker, then us. Taiwan are mostly horizon or outer reef and outer reef boats. The Dutch and the Turks, these mostly big motor cruisers, Azimut, popular in Florida. Ferretti, not as popular but still keeping up. San Lorenzo, that's Italian. And Sunseeker and Princess, more even Steven. Now that other one I told you about, that one there, I think it's one called Project Redwood. And it's that one. The name sort of gives it away. Redwood trees are located on the west coast of America, so this could be an American billionaire has ordered that big boat. It's scheduled for delivery 2019, so we'll just have to wait and see who the owner is. Things are not all that well in the boating industry, as Princess have cut 350 jobs. I don't know whether it's the people that make the boats or spread across back office. It could be a combination of both, people taking voluntary retirement, or it could be some of the superfluous staff, not the tradesmen. But anyway, they still lost their job. Though Sunseeker, they're taking on 100 staff from Fairline, which got rid of a quarter of its workforce. 380, a quarter of its workforce they got laid off, so Fairline's 100 of them will be working for Sunseeker, but that still leaves, what's the other one? 350. Where's it now? Get rid of that. Don't need that anymore. I think that about 650 people still need a job. But that's the biggest yacht in the world by length. It's owned by the head honcho at the United Arab Emirates. And Arabs mostly own 198 of the super yachts. The Arabs, even with the low oil price, they're not suffering as yet, but with a possible world war creeping up on us, even they could end up being suffering. Get that out of the way. Close window. I won't need that. The arms might have the longest, but that could be the new Delbar. You can see the size of it. That might not be the longest yacht in the world, but interior volume, that is the biggest yacht in the world. That little one there is Quantum Blue. It's 341 feet or 104 meters. And this big bad boy is 492 feet or 150 meters long, which means it's a little bit longer than Topaz, which is owned by an Arab. Now, Dilbar, whoops, is owned by a Russian called Alistair Usmanov, one of the richest men in Russia. Trouble is, what's he going to do with his old Dilbar? That one. Is it going to be scrapped? Is it going to go on the charter market? What's wrong with it? Isn't it big enough? That's 110 meters long. And this new one is that accommodates 20 passengers and 47 crew. So there's the old one, and there's a new one. He's worth, let's see what he looks like. You probably already know, but just to round it up, that's him. Hate it when he does that. He's worth $12.8 billion, and he must be on the good side of Mr. Putin, otherwise he wouldn't be worth that. But his old one, yacht, I'd like to know what he's going to do with it. He could sell it. He might not sell it. He might keep the old one as a charter yacht to offset the running costs of that one. Not seen much about him yet, so as you can see, I bookmarked this. I'll put all the links down below, so we'll have to see what happens. But as I said, the super yacht industry seems to be bubbling along quite nicely, but all the rest of the world economy is going to hell in a handcart, and it'd be interesting to see if it affects the super yacht industry. As you saw in the last of the sales data, only 50 odd yachts were sold this year, and that figure could go down. I might do another one later on when I get some more information, but I think I'll wrap it up now because we're coming up to 24 minutes and I don't want to be a long video. Right, people, you know the routine. Like, dislike, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, completely up to you. So until the next one, which could be some gameplay, but all the games maps on Battlefield 4 that I've not done are not on the multiplayer list, so I might have to do some other type of gameplay. I might do talking to a camera one next about the new Call of Duty and the new Battlefield 5, especially with the Call of Duty, because I think I got an idea how it's going to be. So until the next one, probably be about Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. Okay, ta-ra.